This is the Relevant Podcast.
It's episode 1200. Look at that round number. And
wow.
It's the Relevant Podcast here in Orlando. I'm your host, Cameron Strang. And joining me from Nashville, it's artist, producer, mogul, Derek Miner.
What up, though?
Just down the street there, our managing editor, downtown Emily Brown.
Hey, y'all.
And in LA, we've missed him for last month. It's Marty.
What's up?
Marty, how you been, man? Like, how's LA treating you? Not that we don't talk every day via text, but like, tell the listeners what's going on in Marty world. Yeah.
We just finished a heat wave, so now we're back into a cold. So if the best way to explain it is Christmas in Nashville, Christmas in Florida. It feels so good outside. It's like 68 all day, so I'm very blessed right now. It was
105 a week ago.
It was.
And now it's 68.
I'll be honest with you, I was totally, when it's hot, I don't want to do anything. I just don't want to. I want to be inside, lock me inside a room that's air conditioning. I can't live without it. But now that the air feels good, I want to be outside all day. I want to work. I'm creative. Like I was telling my wife, I'm not creative when it's hot. Like I just can't. Now, Florida hot is different than California hot. Florida hot, you can go outside and you still feel okay. But when it's like 106 degrees, you feel like you're stuck in like an oven. It's just the dry heat. It's really weird. I can't explain how it just deflates you. It just kills you. It kills your whole vibe.
I think it's funny, the people who live in low humidity climates when they land in Orlando and they walk outside the airport, and I don't care what temperature it is, just the fact that we have humidity, everybody like freaks out. Their hair frizzes, all this kind of stuff. When I go to dry climates, because I'm so used to this, I don't use lip balm. I don't use moisturizer. We got wet air, you know. I go to dry climates.
Lotion air.
It's like, man, I'm hacking up blood. How do people live like this?
Yeah,
it is
man.
like, it's different.
Yeah.
It's lotion air out here. So in Florida. And so, yeah, it's no longer, at one point it was 107 all day long. Imagine driving like that, 107. And my dog, I had to wait for my dog, the sun to set to even walk my dog. Like his feet can't walk on the pavement. It's so hot. I've never experienced anything like that before. So it was a nightmare. But
I don't know. Maybe Nashville's humidity is a little bit different than Florida, but I ain't been outside in 3 months. I ain't gonna even hold you. Not unless I had to be.
Derek, the weather's been great.
Well, now I have. Like the past 2 weeks. It feel like it's lightened up. But man, when we was having hot boy summer in Nashville, your boy was in the crib. I under the AC, feeling like I was in prison.
Good.
Like I ain't gonna lie.
Uber Eats everything.
In Florida, the humidity is oppressive during July and August. But every afternoon around 3:30, 4 o'clock, like it goes from hot to like black rain clouds come in. Thunder and lightning and torrential downpour for about 20 minutes, which breaks the humidity, cools everything off, and then it stops and it goes away.
See,
and
we don't have that.
Right. Y'all don't break your humidity. That's the problem.
It does not break. It's at your neck. I'm talking about at night, it's at your neck. Don't even try going for a walk at night. It's at your neck. Like it's on you.
A little bit better at night.
It gets better, but the humidity don't get better. The temperature just gets better. You still getting smacked with the humidity.
But you guys have seasons, though. That's you guys like in 2 weeks. It's gonna be nice and cool for you guys.
Oh yeah, we up right now. I just took the Corvette out with the top down just before I got here.
Where was my invite?
We was vibing out.
Show off.
Well, I figured you had to
Night
get ready
Rider.
for the show, so you know.
Good excuse.
Dude, I'm the same way with the motorcycles. Like I don't ride during the summer because it's just so sticking hot. Like
you have motorcycles?
I have 3 of them.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Do you drive them all 3 at the same time?
They fire too.
I have, let me correct. I have 2 motorcycles and 1 Vespa. So 3
scooters. The Vespa. Yes.
Yeah, the Vespa's fun. I have a Vespa. Cool. The Vespa was my only car for about 3 years. Like I literally just rode a Vespa back and forth to the office because I lived like half a mile from the office. And so it was just me just putting around the neighborhood, you know.
I'm imagining you right now because you kind of have a mullet going on. I know we can't see it in the hat, but I know you have a mullet going on. So I'm imagining you on a Vespa with the mullet in the breeze.
Just flapping.
Why do you have a mullet, Cameron?
I don't have a mullet. My hair is just long.
Okay.
My hair's just
I was
everywhere.
about to fry you, my boy. Like, just
No.
You know.
It looks like because I wear a hat every day, and so it's just like my hair's growing all over, but the part that comes out the back looks like a mullet.
I'm really glad you took your hat off, bro.
I know, right?
So I could see it because
with the hat, it looks like a mullet.
Business in the front, party in the back is exactly what it looked like.
This is the longest my hair has been since the early 2000s when it looked like Scott Stapp hair. I had Scott Stapp hair for a while, but ever since
you
then,
look like you was in a pit crew on Talladega Nights. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right
like
now, I know that's what Emily was telling me the other day. I was just like, I'm looking more and more redneck. I'm not looking like.
I said,
you need a camo hat immediately. Get a camo hat immediately.
I do have a fishing hat on.
If
That's
you
probably
get a camo hat, you could join the David Crowder man. Like, I ain't gonna even lie.
Wait, this conversation is reminding though. Last week, Derek, I don't know if you were aware, but it was National Bald is Beautiful Day. I saw people talking about it on Instagram. I almost tagged you in it, but I wanted to be nice. Did anyone else tag you in it though?
No one tagged me in it, and I'm very offended because I am the resident Christian bald hip hop artist here. I am, the Tupac, the DMX, and no one ever said like bald is beautiful to me. It really upset me. Like,
okay, well, happy belated Bald is Beautiful Day to
thank
you.
It's a big deal at our house,
and I mean that. I know
a
I'm
big
laughing,
deal
but
at
I
our
mean
house.
it.
I just shaved and I noticed I'm getting gray whiskers and stuff. I don't have gray hair yet. And I thought about you, Derek. I thought, how do you know if you're going gray?
I don't.
That's true. Face?
I don't. I can't grow facial hair. Like it's literally impossible for me to grow facial hair.
Wow.
I tried to grow my beard. I'm gonna find a picture. It was during the era when I was working on the album The Trap, and I was like, I want to be more, menacing, more hard because I'm working on this album. Man, It was just a patchy mess. My wife was like, please cut it off. So so after that, it is what it is.
If I don't shave mine, it goes to my eye. It just starts to. I just look like one of those like Wolfmen from like Mexico.
Like a Wolverine?
Your beard? Your beard goes all the way
my
up?
beard goes all the way. So like, you ever seen that Mexican family that they're all very hairy and like they all just like straight up have hair. Like even the girls, like that's
like
what
on
I
your
become.
forehead?
Yeah, literally. Like I will become. Like it will start going right here and it'll stop like right up here. Like my beard won't stop. So I have to like. So eventually, I just but. I am just a Puerto Rican and Sicilian. I'm the two hairiest. If I was Middle Eastern as well, I just would be just a hairball. I just would be all three together, just the ultimate hairball.
Do you have to shave your face every day?
I don't actually. I have like a whole system now where now I'm just doing the mustache. So
I've noticed.
Yeah, just doing a little
Jesse's
mustache
interesting
action.
because he's not a hairy guy, but he grows a beard like nobody
That's
I've
what
ever
it is.
seen.
My arms aren't like crazy hairy, but my face is just insane.
Jesse like literally will shave clean at 9 a.m. and by mid-afternoon he needs to shave. Like he's like he could grow a beard or a mustache or whatever in a day. I mean,
I
it's
just
crazy.
sent y'all a picture in the chat of a year's worth of beard growth.
For years.
See, that's what
It's some.
it's a goatee.
It's the same goatee. Look, it's the same. I just trim the goatee, trim the mustache. Like that's a year's worth of growth. Like
That picture, you look so sad that you can't draw like a connected, or you can't have like a connected mustache or beard.
I woke up in the mirror.
That was a whole year?
It was depressing. For real, bro. It was depressing.
Wow. It literally just grows like in 3 locations, just under the chin, side of cheek, and a little bit of a little sideburn.
Aren't there like surgeries you can get in like Turkey now where you can get like hair transplant?
I'm
like,
cool.
You're blessed, man. You're blessed.
I think the turkey surgeries are hair transplants, not
I know,
beard
but can you do?
transplants.
I mean, this.
Where's he going to transplant? He doesn't have any hair on his head.
They could do a beard one if you want. Like one of these.
Yeah.
Like the barge, just you know what I mean. Like I'm good. That we'll just leave it alone.
Yeah, bald is
And I'll
beautiful.
just
That includes your
bald
whole
is
face.
beautiful. So for anybody out there that's struggling to grow hair, I just want to let you know you're not alone. I'm with
Derek
you.
Minor is the face of bald men everywhere.
The face of
Yeah.
alopecia.
Wow. Wow.
Well, moving the show along, we have a great show in store for you today. Coming up later, best-selling author, Pastor Max Lucado joins us. He has a book tackling the end times. It's called What Happens Next. We talked to him about that. It's a fascinating conversation. Also, at the end of the show, we have your feedback, but stay tuned. Up next, it's Relevant Buzz. You're listening to Aiden King. The song is Without You. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Mercy Ships. Globally, 5 billion people lack access to surgical care. In sub-Saharan Africa, there's only one surgeon for every 200,000 people. Mercy Ships provides free, life-transforming surgeries for people who have little to no access to medical care. They help the blind see, straighten twisted limbs, remove deadly tumors, treat cleft conditions, and so much more. With state-of-the-art hospital ships, they provide safe surgery to children and adults living with treatable conditions, and it's completely free of charge. They do all this work with an all-volunteer crew of professionals who donate their time and talents. Surgeons, stewards, nurses, engineers, and more make the world a better place. Your donation today provides free, safe surgeries to people in desperate need of help. All gifts are matched, so please donate today at mercyships.org/relevant. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Tim Tebow's book, Look Again. Have you ever wondered what would change if you truly believed you were infinitely valuable to God? In his New York Times bestselling book, Look Again, Tim Tebow reveals the powerful truth that when we learn to see the image of God in every person, including those we struggle to love, everything changes. Tebow shares incredible stories from his work with people the world often overlooks, and it will challenge you to stand up to the lies, rediscover the worth that everyone has, and impact the world for good. Find Look Again by Tim Tebow, available now wherever books are sold. Okay, it's time for
Relevant Buzz.
Tell us what's happening at the intersection of faith and culture this week, Emily.
Yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is SNL, which is finally back this month. It's premiering September 28th, and it is their 50th season, which is kind of a big deal. And they announced their first 5 weeks of hosts and musical guests. So kicking it off is Jean Smart hosting with Jelly Roll performing.
Well, hold on, remind me. I'm bad with names. So Jean Smart, is she the lady from Hacks?
Yeah, she's the blonde older actress from
Yeah,
Hacks.
the older comic in Hacks.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's very funny. She's very funny. So I think she'll do well. And then Jelly Roll. Derek, I think you know Jelly Roll, right? You're a fan of him?
Yeah. Jelly Roll's cool. We know of each other. He's having the year of a lifetime.
Dude, Jelly Roll, I follow, local venues and stuff like that. He played on Tuesday night. He sold out the Kia Center downtown, 20,000 people on a Tuesday night. Jelly Roll.
People don't even go on tour on Tuesday, so that's amazing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's
Monday,
notable.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You're not going on tour. It's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
But see, in Orlando, we get a lot of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday dates because they're going to hit us on their way to Miami. So so Friday's Miami. So we get them on Wednesdays or whatever. But Jelly Roll is here on Tuesday. Sold out 20,000 people.
Wow,
I was like,
incredible.
I'm not a country guy, but that's crazy. Good for him.
He's crushing it.
Yeah. Well, he's kicking off SNL's 50th season, which is exciting. But the week that we're really excited about is the second week because they're bringing back Nate Bargatze.
Oh, wow. I love
That's
him.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
He is by revenue the biggest comedian in the world. He
Really?
is in the last 2 years sold more tickets than any other comedian arena. I mean, his tour is arenas, and he's doing 3 or 4 a week.
Didn't even
for the
know.
last 2 years, selling them all out. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
He is all over my algorithm, and I have in the last year become a big fan. I know you guys know him. I didn't know him.
Yeah.
But just watching him, there's at one point I just went on like a fix. I was watching just his little TikToks like left and right, just laughing, dying, and then trying to pass him off as my wife so that she like I tell my wife the joke sometimes to be like, hey, what do you think about this joke? And she was like laughing, and I didn't tell her that I stole his joke. So thank you. Yeah.
So he's helping your marriage is what I'm hearing.
Thank you.
He surprised me when they cast him last year because his whole thing is like droll kind of muted kind of humor. So I didn't know how he would do in sketches, and he nailed it. It was hilarious.
He's
one of my
great.
favorite ones of all time. But he was on during the writer's strike. So they were having like stand-up comedians be the guest because actors were kind of like boycotting, right? So like he was like the fill-in, but he did so good. Now season 50, he's week 2. I'm so happy for him.
You know what? He's a great writer, and that's really what it is. He's an incredible writer, and so he could put himself in any scenario. And the scenario he writes for himself is, I could see him totally having like a TV show or like bigger. It's always, these comedians are just, when you know how to write, you can dictate your whole life.
Yeah.
Well, we mentioned it last week, but he does have a Variety holiday special coming out in December.
Oh, nice.
And so we are excited for that because I agree. I think he, just from what he did on SNL last year and what I'm sure he'll do on SNL this year, like he's really funny. And I think he's he's got a good writing style. So we're excited to see him. But he'll be hosting, the second week with Coldplay as the musical guest.
Oh, wow.
They're still around, huh?
That's crazy.
Coldplay's, I feel like Coldplay's one of those bands that's bigger than we always think they are.
Yeah,
They are. They're selling out arenas around the world all the time. Stadiums, not arenas.
They
Stadiums.
are.
It's crazy.
But they are a band that is huge, and they're selling out these stadiums. I don't know anyone who's going. That's what's crazy to me is like,
that's
who's
a
the
new
crowd?
thing, though. That's a new
I think
thing
it's
happening.
Europeans, though. I think
That's
it's
a new
'cause
thing.
They're from Europe.
People are performing, and I'm like, how are they selling out? I didn't even hear about the show. And they're sold and sold. I didn't even know.
okay, after Nate and Coldplay, it's going to be Ariana Grande and Stevie Nicks on October 12th, which that will be like the 50th. The first ever episode came out October 11th, so that will be the actual like 50th date.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's also the week that the SNL movie is coming out. I don't know if y'all been seeing that, but
SNL movie.
I haven't.
there's
I
a
had no
movie
clue.
called Saturday Night, and it's about the very first night that happened 50 years ago.
It's it's how the show started. Up
Like Chevy
to
Chase, the
very
original cast?
first
Well,
episode.
so they've cast actors to be Chevy
wow.
Chase, Dan Aykroyd, different things like that. So
Who's behind it? It's not like it's going to be a good one. Almost like The Social Network was a really good story of Facebook. It's going to be like that, like good.
It's like it's
If
Forget who's
Miles
behind
Teller's
it.
in it, I'm not going to watch it. If he plays Chevy Chase, I'm sorry.
no. There are a lot of like not necessarily unknown actors, but just not huge known actors. I think honestly, probably the biggest one, Dylan O'Brien's playing Dan Aykroyd. That's probably one of the bigger.
But
names out there.
I don't want to see recognizable faces. If you're telling me you're Chevy Chase, I want to believe you're Chevy Chase.
Yeah, that's
not,
exactly how
I
I
know
feel,
you're
yeah.
Miles Teller. Yeah.
Dang,
Okay,
that's
who's
crazy.
who's week 4?
Week 4 is Michael Keaton and Billie Eilish.
Michael Keaton. What's he doing?
Beetlejuice, maybe?
Beetlejuice.
Oh,
I just saw it.
Okay.
It was great. It was great.
Emily just saw it too.
I did not think it was that. I think the
You
first
didn't think it was
half,
that good?
I think the first half was great. I feel like the ending was very rushed, and it like a lot of like storylines got wrapped up very quickly to the point where I was like, oh,
I agree. I agree with
okay.
that. Some characters weren't needed. You're like, why are they here? Why are they?
I don't watch Beetlejuice because I'm a Christian. So
I knew it. I knew it was
Well,
coming.
I'm an AMC A-subs lister, so I can go see it basically for free.
Oh,
She
Christians
got the
can't watch
popcorn bucket.
Beetlejuice?
She got the popcorn bucket.
it's about the occult and it's demonic. I think
okay,
that's what
gotcha.
I was told in high school. So I don't know. Anyway, all right. Well, what
Anyways,
was the last one?
and the last week I'm personally excited about is John Mulaney and Chappell Roan.
Yes.
Oh heck yeah! Oh
That's
heck
gonna
yeah!
be nuts.
Yeah,
So
that's,
that's gonna be a big week. So they're coming out with some good guests, good lineup, and so I'm excited to see what SNL does. I know everyone always says SNL's not funny anymore. I think
I
it's
disagree.
funny.
The cast is the most diverse it's ever been. It's young. It's like, sure, they have some misses, but I mean, they have more hits than people give them credit for. Granted, there's no Will Ferrell, there's no Kristen
that's
Wiig.
why I think there's like
there's
no
not that
iconic character
superstar
right now.
But I think they're in an interesting season. I
I also
it's a
think
good-
people always misremember those episodes. Like I think if you were to pick a random episode from 2003 and watch it, not every skit is going to be a banger. But I
Yeah,
think
the ones that
people-
live on is like the Bill Hader and the Californians, and it's
Yeah.
whatever. But like Bill Hader was a waiter in the next skit, and it wasn't funny. You know,
and
that
it wasn't
right.
that funny. Yeah.
That's
So
true.
I like whenever people talk about like SNL used to be better, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. I think it was good, but anyways, that's my hot take of the day.
All right, there you go. What's next?
Okay, the next thing I want to talk about has to do with Taylor Swift. I know I never talk about her.
Tay news. Let's go.
It doesn't have to do with Taylor Swift.
It does. It's more specifically has to do with someone who liked a Taylor Swift post, and they received crazy backlash for it. And I want to talk about that. So what happened was a few weeks ago, Taylor did post on Instagram endorsing Kamala Harris for president. Millions of people liked that post, including Caitlin Clark, who is a rising star in the WNBA. All she did was like it. She didn't share anything. She didn't comment anything else. Just liked the post. Caitlin
Just a heart. That's it.
Just a
like
heart.
no comment. No like yeah. Just
Nope,
okay.
just a heart.
Wow.
Caitlin's fans saw that she liked it, and then they went to her page and filled her comment section with tons of comments about how she should stay out of politics and she's going to lose supporters and she's going to ruin the WNBA. Which also,
and I saw ones like I'll never watch another one of your games.
Yeah.
I had your
Those
jersey.
are
I'm going to
always
throw it
lies.
away.
They're
Joke's on
it's
you. You can't watch
it's
it.
Always lies.
It's not on TV. It's only on YouTube.
Those are always lies. People always come back.
Yeah. But there's like, she just received this big backlash. And again, whether or not it actually comes to fruition is one thing, but I can't stress enough. All she did was like this post and she had all these comments. And it reminded me of another situation where Taylor Swift was somewhat involved. Her new friend, Brittany Mahomes, who's married to Pat Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs. She liked to comment on...
I've never heard anybody call him Pat Mahomes. It's Patrick, but maybe you're on a nickname basis with him.
I've heard people call him Pat.
Patty Mahomes.
Pat, okay.
Real
I've only
football
heard
fans
Patrick, but
know what I'm talking about.
And I'm not. That's
Patty.
fine.
Why are you laughing, Derek?
You just ruined it. I
fan.
stood up for you. And look what you did. You just ruined it.
Listen, anyways, but okay. Patrick Mahomes' wife, Brittany.
Tay and Pat. Yeah.
Tay and Pat, yeah. But Brittany liked this comment where someone, I think all they said was hashtag Trump 2024. And she liked like they'd posted on hers. She liked the comment. Again, didn't add any commentary, didn't share her personal thoughts on Trump or anything, just liked this comment. And that resulted in, I'm not even kidding, dozens of think pieces from publications, so much online backlash, people just saying all these different things, like assuming her entire political belief system because of
married
liking
to a black man. So it's like being married to a black man liking a Trump post is a setup.
Right. I get that we could maybe make some inferences, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because
it's stupid.
The amount of backlash, we are cooked as a country if we cannot handle this.
I didn't know what it was based on, but I saw the think pieces about how Brittany Mahomes is now supporting Trump and like is outspoken. That too, yeah. And I saw because Trump referenced it at one of his rallies of like, I don't like Taylor, but I love his, the quarterback's wife and all this stuff. And it's like, I'm like, dang. And so I'm learning this right now. So all she did was like somebody's comment that said Trump 20.
Yeah,
wow.
She posted a picture, I think, of her and her kid.
I thought she announced the way they made it sound. I thought they announced that. Wow.
So basically what you're saying is be careful of your likes. Is that what you're saying? Like, be careful what you like online?
But I'm saying we shouldn't have to be careful of our like. Like, you can like something, and that doesn't mean you're standing 10 toes behind it. Yeah, there are times I like things, I can't even tell you why I liked it. It just kind of was like a involuntary response.
Well, and Caitlyn, right? Didn't she? She had to respond to it, right?
Yeah, the press asked her about it like a few days later, and she said she did it because she liked that Taylor was encouraging people to vote with her platform.
Right.
So it had nothing to do with Kamala,
right?
And honestly, Caitlyn maybe does like Kamala. I don't know.
Who cares, right?
Who cares? Right? Exactly. Yeah. She's not talking about it. Who cares?
But it's just, I think like it is not good for the future of our country if people can't like an Instagram post without creating this like wave of backlash. Like that's why we've got to be better.
People just want to be outraged. That's it. We're an outrage culture. We're looking for stuff to be outraged. Yeah.
I think we're addicted to being in conflict.
Yes.
Like it's almost like if there hasn't been a conflict, we're like the internet's dead. Let's go find something to be mad about.
Yeah.
Like just it's an addiction. I don't think we ever got off of the train from 2018, 2019, 2020. So now it's just anything is a conflict.
Right. And TikTok is like pushing, like my algorithm, a lot of it is like upsetting content. They're getting it just makes you stay on the app. It makes you want to see part 2, part 3.
Okay, so to explain that, because that's not my algorithm. What kind of upsetting content are you talking about?
Yeah, so you'll have stuff where it's like part 1 of a video and not a part 2. So it's like, hey, this lady stole from a store, and it's like, this person was falsely accused, or this. It would be like some type of scenario, and then you want to see the ending of it. It just upsets you. So
like the ones where they're like they arrest a shoplifter or somebody gets pulled over, that type of stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that's like a piece of it. It's just like people situations. Like
I do watch those.
There's I watch a lot of car situations where it's like a car. A car. They have the dash cam. There's a lot of stuff like that. Anytime there's an injustice,
I love watching the Karens who like are belligerent with the cops when she gets pulled
those
over.
Are great.
And it's like 7 parts of her basically going from a normal little traffic infraction to getting full on arrested. It's great.
So this is interesting what you guys are talking about, because I just heard of a theory, and I'm gonna put my conspiracy theorist hat on. Jesse's not here, so I'm filling. Have you guys ever heard of the dead internet theory?
No.
The dead internet theory is that most of the internet is just bots.
Oh.
It's just they're so, and it said in 2015, 2016, the internet changed when people started doing that, and most of these bots are just high language bots. So Cameron sent a video yesterday of like people where you could feed this AI topics and it'll spit you out a podcast. So think about it. If that's what we're getting now, so that type of high intelligent AI has been around for a long time. So when and I remember this because I remember at a time when, you know, I said a couple of things that people didn't like. If you go to their pages, like the pictures would be like warped and weird looking. They'll have the same, and you could take that same comment that they said, and you could find like 5,000 other people that said the exact same words. And the dead internet theory is that most of the internet is bots. It's just more bots and more AI than we think than it is actual human beings participating.
I've heard this being talked about. I didn't know the name of it, but I've heard this being talked about. And it was specifically like somebody like Aiden Ross or somebody who's like an influencer. And it was a thing of like,
Schultz.
It was Andrew Schultz. And they were talking about on that podcast. I watched this discussion and it was, the guest was talking about this. I saw the same thing a couple of days ago. And he was saying like this person would post something and you'd have to watch the video 30, 45 seconds, whatever minute to then know what it was about and respond to it. But the second it would be posted, he'd be flooded with comments about the video that there's no way in that time frame they even saw it. And then they started to look back at what accounts, and no matter what it was like they were following, and wherever he posted or wherever he showed up, like these same accounts were like on him and negative and whatever. And they realized like this is a straight up bot account, and it's like almost like assigned to him to like make him look bad and tear him down and like tear down his content. And it's just like, it's wild, but that is very, very prevalent for sure.
Wow.
And honestly, I think that could be part of what's happening here too. Like some of those comments and stuff could be bots who are just trying to,
they look for any Trump stuff and then they're going to
inciting division, because like, I think from just the conversations I've had with people, I don't think Americans like how divisive we are. I don't think we want to live in this like toxic polarization that we have found ourselves in. But I do think maybe we see these bots post things and sometimes we think, oh yeah, let me add my 2 cents into it. And so we add to it. And I think we just, as every individual human, we have to recognize like, I'm going to hold back on this.
The divisiveness, that is such a key word. I mean, divide and conquer. So the fact that potentially people who are against America would be investing in dividing America, or like from the grassroots level, like making it more polarized and more partisan and more divided. It's easier to tear down a culture, tear down a country from within.
Yeah. Have you seen that you could there's a lot of people who are realizing that there's a code that you could tweet out to somebody you think is a bot. And so there's somebody recently was like, hey guys, I'm realizing that a lot of supporters are all bots. So this person went onto an account that said, I was a Democrat. I'm no longer voting for going Republican. I'm voting for Trump. And the guy responded with like a code. And the person's verified. They got a full picture. You just, tweeting about random things. As soon as you hit the code in, it goes, it would start to like chat. It's like almost like an AI code that was like, hey, reset. So people are saying like, hey, a lot of the people that you're seeing or the people you think are real people on X are not real people. They're all just, waves of bots. And there's certain codes that you could put. I forgot what it was, but the guy was like doing it to like 4 different bots, and it worked every single time, where the bot would then tweet like something like a Chat GPT response.
Right.
Just so it's like they're influencing the race, saying, hey, I was going to vote for, Biden. I think at the time it was like Biden, but now I'm voting for Trump. These are all fake. And they're almost like it's almost like we're convincing people via public opinion what to think and what to believe, or even really what to say.
Well, that's the point. The point, if you go back to that Andrew Schultz interview, what he was saying was what's more sinister is having some CIA operative or whatever follow this influencer around and make them tweet whatever, or begin to affect their mental health by sending waves of bots at them for certain things. So like if you look at like a Caitlin Clark, like, okay, let's make Caitlin Clark or Taylor Swift feel a certain way about a certain topic because they're influential, and then they'll say what we want them to say. So if we give them a negative response to something, maybe they might come out and have to stand for it. So this is high level. We've gone into crazy weeds right now, but I just think,
dude, I disagree. I don't think it's conspiracy at all. I think this is reality.
Yeah, and I felt that way. That's why, just being honest, like X is really hard for me.
Yeah,
it's really, really hard for me because it's blatant bots. Like it's like, at least Instagram pretend that the bots ain't the bots, but X is just like blatant, just trash. I really think that that's the thing that keeps us divided often, is that there are people that are way more savvy and influential with tech, and they know how to make our emotions move in the way that they make them, that we, that they move. And if you're not tech savvy, and if you're not able to distinguish between what's a bot or not, just the average person, man, you're in trouble. Yeah. You're in trouble,
Not discouraging at all.
Not at all.
Well, let's end this on some real happy news then. Okay, how about I get to the last item? Kind of the biggest news of the week, which is that Passion of the Christ 2 is finally going to start filming in 2025.
Nah, bro.
Passion of the Christ 2, Electric Boogaloo.
This is more depressing, Emily. You said you were going to lift us up.
You're not excited for the sequel to the biggest R-rated movie for 22 years later?
I'm not. No, I'm not. Deadpool came out, broke the record, and now they're trying to get the record back.
Yeah.
This joint is going to be like Chronicles of Narnia.
Is Mel Gibson directing it?
Mel Gibson is directing it. So the reason that they're saying 2025.
Who's Jesus?
Oh, still Jim Caviezel.
Nah, bro.
Okay. He's like 60 years old.
He will He is 55 years old.
Nah, bro.
And Jesus was 32. Yeah.
They're just going to go from back to like, are they going to just continue the story? Is he in heaven?
From what we've seen that they're going to do, it's going to be like immediately after the resurrection. So Jesus is supposed to be 33 years old. I don't know if that means they're going to CGI Jim Caviezel's face or if they're just going to pretend like that is what.
They don't have the money for that. That's the issue. I'm going to tell you, I hope if Mel Gibson's listening right now, you don't have the technology or money to make him look younger. You need to go with the younger
He ain't
actor.
black, but maybe, he didn't crack.
No, he did. He's in The Sound of Freedom. He looks, I didn't know who he was at one point. I thought he was the guy from Boardwalk Empire with the snaggletooth. I thought it was him for a second. His faces are so old.
He looks all of 55. He does not look like a 33-year-old savior.
Which is not bad. He looks good for 55.
He's an attractive 55-year-old man. He is not a 33-year-old man. So,
I'm sitting.
He's an actor, though.
You can't do this.
That's not my Jesus.
This is dad. This is granddad.
I thought it was Steve Buscemi. That's who I thought it was. I didn't know it was him. I thought it was Steve Buscemi.
Oh my God!
They both have this
Can you
saggy
imagine
face
Steve
now.
Buscemi as
Jesus? Yeah.
I kind of want to imagine Steve Buscemi. I'm having a very Talladega Nights moment right here.
Gosh.
I imagine Jesus with a tuxedo shirt on. He's at a Leonard Skinner concert, hammered in the front row. That's what Passion of the Christ 2 is going to go off of that premise.
And you're not excited about that?
No, I'm not. Leave my Savior alone. Y'all leave my Savior alone.
Emily, tell Derek about how Jesus has a gun in this one. Talk about that. He's got an AK-47 and he defends the cross.
He got an American flag robe on when he come
I'm back. Yeah. I'm back, Philistine.
Jim has been talking about this for 10 years in different interviews. Yeah. And Mel hasn't been talking about it as much. But Jim says that he's seen the script and that the story is going to pick up at the burial. And so it's going to be like, the spiritual realm of the 3 days. So the whole thing is going to be the 3 days. Jesus goes into hell, gets the keys of death and the grave, comes back. So it's going to be a lot of CG, a lot of spiritual warfare.
Can Angel Studio handle this?
You said Jesus is going to be strapped up in hell, just going crazy?
Supposedly.
Can PureFlix handle this? I don't know. Can PureFlix handle this?
Leave my Savior alone. Jesus ain't bothering nobody. He died for it. We can't do him like this, y'all. He died for our sins. We owe him more than this.
Yeah, so they're going to like try to fill in the gaps of those 3 days. So there's a lot of literary leeway they have. Obviously,
the Bible didn't fill the gaps
exactly.
in.
You have The Chosen doing a great job. No name actors just doing fine the way they are. Just actors are building.
I trust Dallas Jenkins all day long versus Mel Gibson.
They don't have they're just trying to tell a story. Like no one's really super famous, maybe a little bit notable, but like then Mel Gibson's like, you know what? We need the same actor who played, and then he's going to be older in heaven. He's going to have to fight the devil, and then they're going to get everything wrong.
Jenkins, help. We need some help.
For real. Dallas.
Quentin Tarantino is an executive producer. Samuel L. Jackson's going to be in the movie. It's just going to be one of those. So.
Again, you guys are telling me y'all aren't excited about this?
No, we not.
Anyway,
we are depressed.
The news is they start shooting next year. Mel Gibson is apparently overseas scouting locations right now.
He was spotted this week in Malta scouting locations and was telling people that he'll be shooting in 2025.
Why y'all can't send a bot army to him?
He's just telling people.
Leave Caitlyn alone. Send a bot army to Mel.
He's just over there telling people, hey guys, I'm working on this Passion of Christ 2, guys.
Like, you guys ever heard of Passion of the Christ?
Yeah. In the 25 years since then, times have changed. We have The Chosen now. We don't need this movie, you know? Like,
I'm about to make a bot army, y'all. Just letting y'all know. If I'm not on a podcast, in the next week or so, it's because I'm busy programming a bot army to harass Mel Gibson and Jim Caviezel. All right. Just letting y'all know.
Hey, you're doing God's work. Let's do it. All right. That'll do it for
Relevant Buzz.
Make sure to check out relevantmagazine.com every day where we are covering more stories like that, the intersection of faith, culture, and everything in between. Thanks, Emily. Stay tuned. Up next, Max Lucado joins us.
I'm a soldier in my Kobe ass where I'm keeping my composure. Doug set me down, told me hold it, boy, stay focused. No Gilbert Arenas, ain't no wizards or no potions. This is not your regular little rap, this my devotion. Yeah, ain't no demon I can hang. Watch them shiver like don't say that, you know the name. Jesus Christ is in my palate, spitting gold, no Johnny Dang. I block them demons out, I feel like Hovey Flavor Flav. We crying.
You're listening to Hovey, the song is Anxiety. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by John Mark Comer's book, Garden City, a book that speaks to the tension we all feel between work, rest, and purpose. The New York Times best-selling author John Mark Comer takes us to the scriptures to identify what it really means to be human and flips the script on the idea that who you are matters, not what you do. He shows that God created us for meaningful work and meaningful rest. Both matter. This book helps you ask and answer the big questions. Does God care where I work? Is there a direction for my life? So you can discern God's heart for your calling, your rhythms, and the way His Spirit wants to shape every part of your life. If you're longing for purpose and a more grounded way to live, check out the new hardcover edition of Garden City wherever books are sold. Well, today's show is brought to you in part by the new book, God, the Science, the Evidence. We talk a lot about faith, but how often do we talk about science in the same breath? You might be surprised to discover just how deeply the two actually agree. For centuries, science has been used to dismiss the idea of God, but today an intellectual revolution is underway. Modern discoveries in physics, cosmology, and biology are consistently revealing the same truth: creation isn't an accident. That profound reversal is what engineers Michel-Yves Bolloré and Olivier Bonassi investigate in their international bestseller, God, the Science, the Evidence. This book is a rigorous, evidence-based critique of materialism, inviting you to explore over a dozen scientific, philosophical, and historical domains. It shows that what was once seemed impossible, that science could point to a creator, is now supported by a vast and convergent body of evidence. With over 400,000 copies sold in Europe, this book is sparking a global debate. It's thoughtful, fascinating, and a powerful reminder that reason itself affirms the existence of God. Learn more and find out where you can purchase your copy today by visiting GodTheScienceTheEvidence.com. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Erwin McManus's book, The Barbarian Way. Some books don't just inspire you, they confront you. The Barbarian Way, now celebrating its 20th anniversary, is one of those books. If you felt the pull of God towards something deeper and wilder than the safe, predictable version of faith that we settle for, McManus reminds us that following Jesus was never meant to be tame. It's meant to awaken courage, passion, and purpose God placed inside us. He draws from the wild stories of Abel, Noah, Moses, Rahab, and others to remind us that following God wasn't meant to be tame. Safe faith isn't working. Step into the story God is writing for you. Choose passion, choose boldness, choose the barbarian way. Available now wherever books are sold. Well, our guest today is Max Lucado. He's a Texas-based pastor and author of dozens of books and a trusted scholar. Like many of us, Max has been wrestling with some big questions like, are we living in the end times? And what's coming next? What should our response be? Instead of just wondering, he decided to dig for answers. So he sat down with us to share the hope he's found and how he's able to trust in the unknowns of what's to come. Here's our conversation with Max Lucado.
Well, growing up, I've always heard people say that there's no way to know for sure what's going to happen in the end times, right? So what makes you so confident that we can actually find the answers?
And I hear that all the time, Emily. You are exactly correct. Dear friends of mine, men and women for whom I have great respect, have come right out and said, Max, I don't even try to understand it. It's I don't know, too confusing, too baffling, too mysterious. Well, my response to them is I'm trying to do this in a concise fashion. If it is in Scripture, I think it's important. Okay, here, let me say it this way. We can be decisive without being divisive. One of the reasons that people don't want to dig into end times is because they have heard other teachers be so doggone opinionated about it that you almost get the impression that teacher knows more about the end of history, end of earthly history, than even Jesus does. And that turns people off. And I get that. So I do think we can develop our opinions and our interpretations, but always do so with, here's my best take, or here's the way I see it, or my best understanding of Scripture. Since this book has been released, as you can imagine, I've received some letters, and a few of them have been pretty harsh, telling me where I misinterpreted certain events in the sequence of end times. And I take those criticisms to heart. I have replied in each case with, I understand. I appreciate your understanding. And I think there's room for us to have respectful, robust disagreement on end times. Where Christians agree is that Christ is returning in bodily form. We agree that the dead will be raised, and we agree that the wicked will be judged and the saved will be secure. On that we can agree. And you're right, Emily. For many people, that's all they want. Well, and that's fine. We're not going to heaven based on what we understand or don't understand about end times. However, I find the topic so fascinating. It authenticates Scripture. All those fulfilled prophecies make me want to believe in Jesus more and trust His Word more. And it activates that excitement about the future. As I look and I see what God has already done, all the prophecies fulfilled about the coming of Christ, prophecies fulfilled about the repopulation of Israel, that gives me courage to believe that the prophecies about the end times are going to be or can be trusted as well. So it pours concrete into the pillars of my faith, makes them more stable and secure.
Like we said, a lot of pastors seem to avoid this topic because it can be divisive. Why do you think it's important for the church to talk about it anyways?
Yes, thank you for that. And I am a pastor. I have been since 1979. And I find that confidence about the future grants courage in the present. And if we can help our churches, help our church members grapple and wrestle with some of these prophecies about the future and do so in a way that does not scare them but prepares them, then we're doing them a great favor. We're equipping them to face the future. I'm really not afraid of what's next. I'm really not. I do believe that there will be an ultimate judgment. I do believe that sinners will stand before a just God. I do believe that my name is written in the book of life, and I will not be judged by my works. I'll be judged by what Jesus did for me. And I do believe that I will hear a well done. I want to hear a bunch, but I'll at least hear one or two, well done, good and faithful servant. So I'm saying all that to say that because I have a framework, a world vision, a worldview when it comes to the future, I find courage in the present. If today is the last day of my life, I'm all right with that. And there's a part of me that would be very excited about that. I never did learn to play golf anyway. Might as well take me to heaven because, never could crack that one. It's a wonderful thing to live with no fear of death. It truly is. And many people are held in slavery by their fear of death. And so understanding end times helps people have a deeper confidence, and that confidence gives them courage to face the future.
I think a lot of my generation grew up a little scared about the end times because of books and movies like the Left Behind series. What would you say to someone who is afraid of what's coming next?
That's a very, very important topic. Security of salvation, absolute assurance of salvation is a gift from our Lord. He said, nobody can snatch them from my Father's hand. And he's talking about us. I firmly hold to the fact that a person once saved is eternally secure. I just deeply believe it. I won't budge on that. I don't think salvation is God's work plus my work. It's all God's work. And he is a good God, and he is a faithful God. And so if a person does not have that assurance, that security of salvation, then what they are doing is basing their salvation upon what God has done plus what they do. And that's called legalism. That may be innocently done. They may have they may not mean to, but they're taking on some of the burden for saving themselves. But we are not saved by what we do. We're saved by what Christ has done. And so this fear that I've not done enough, or I'm not really saved, that's what we have to deal with. Salvation is dependent only upon the work of Jesus Christ on the cross. And your best work has not enhanced the work of Christ. Your worst work has not diminished from the work of Christ. We are saved simply because Christ has heard our prayer, and he has answered that prayer and written our name in the book of life. So if I have that assurance, then I believe I will be excited about what's next. I'll be excited about the rapture. I'll be excited about going into paradise. I'll be excited about returning with Christ to reign with him during the millennium. I'm excited about the millennium. Everything changes once I have assurance of salvation. I've done a lot of traveling through the years, and one thing I do not like to do is fly standby, because standby passengers do not have a guaranteed seat, right? But there have been a few occasions where, because of schedule, I got put on a standby list, and I'd go and I'd sit in the sitting area. Everybody looked so relaxed and confident, everybody except me, because I did not have a seat on the plane. And I think that's the fear that people have, that if they don't have a seat, if they don't have a reserved spot, they can be troubled, understandably so. So to that soul, I would say, trust in the finished work of Christ. I would quote something like Ephesians 2, for we are saved by grace through faith, not by works. Not by works. And I would just underline that we're not, now we do work, but not in order to be saved, but we work because we are saved. And so that assurance would equip a person to then study about end times and do so with greater joy.
That was Max Lucado. Make sure to check out his new book, What Happens Next. It's available now. All right, stay tuned. Up next, it's your feedback.
He never leaves me now. Even if he could, there's no way out. 'Cause I'll be the driver through and through. I would go anywhere with you. I would go anywhere.
You're listening to Soccer Mommy. The song is Driver. Well, today's podcast is brought to you in part by the new book, Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic. Author Jonathan Seidel knows firsthand how even believers can get stuck in shame and destructive habits, especially when it comes to one of society's biggest obsessions, alcohol. In Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic, he details his spiral into disordered drinking and shares the 4-step process he eventually used to break free. There's hope for alcoholics who become Christians and for Christians who become alcoholics. Find Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic wherever books are sold. What if you could change a child's life with just $10? Right now, thousands of vulnerable children in East Africa are suffering from jiggers. It's a painful, preventable parasite that burrows into their feet. Soul Hope is the only organization treating it through foot washing, medical care, and durable closed-toed shoes that protect kids long after treatment. $10 may not seem like much in today's world, but when we come together, those small gifts add up to big change. Join the 10 for 10 campaign. $10 protects 10 small toes. Visit soulhope.org/10 to give now. One small gift makes a big difference. Again, that's soulhope, SOLE, hope.org/TEN. All right, it's time for your feedback. So last week, we didn't just get feedback from you guys on social media. We got emails about last week's show. We did.
Wait, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Apparently, y'all don't want to tune in to this lovely podcast for me and Emily's thoughts about reality TV shows we're binging. People were like, this isn't Christian media. You're talking about freaky Mormons and all this stuff. So I was like, oh, sorry. Yeah. It's like, all right. We hear you. Fine.
Wow.
Anyway, we take your feedback seriously.
That's
Thank
a
you
bot.
Yeah, I don't know. Can bots email? Yeah, bots can email.
Yeah, ChatGPT can write you a whole
Wait, no,
movie.
I want that one to be real because they did give me a shout out. They said I was the MVP.
Oh,
That
what
is
they say about me? They hated me already.
Literally
You
nothing.
weren't
They
mentioned.
only said Emily's the MVP,
Oh, okay.
and all you guys are talking about freaky Mormons and
Oh,
stuff.
that was a shot at me because I'm the only one that said that. It's okay though. Hey, look, freaky. Keep going.
Anyway,
Listen, but the important part is that I am the MVP. Okay, I feel like we
Yes,
skipped
you
over
are.
that. Thank
You are the adult in the room. You're
the adult, the youngest person is the adult in
She's
the
the
room.
adult in the room.
Ain't that
Every
always how it
time.
happens?
So for your feedback, we asked you for some other crazy reality TV show ideas. You guys hit us up on X at Relevant Podcast. I really do need to cut my hair. This is ridiculous. There's
It
like
is.
a waterfall happening back there. Anyway, you guys hit us up on X at Relevant Podcast. Here's a few of our favorites.
All right, Josh, let's keep it freaky. Let's keep it going. It says, what if there was a wife swap, but for pastors? Like take two pastors from wildly different churches, like a mega church.
That's a pretty
and
fun-
a tiny church, switch congregations for a month and try to win over the new congregation. I would tune in.
So a country Baptist church and like a mega church in the city, like
yeah.
different cultures, different worlds,
I like it.
different incomes.
Treating people like fans.
Like, what if Creflo Dollar and Paul Washer swap wives? Like, it would be crazy.
I
Yeah,
got
it
you.
almost needs to be like for sure different, like two theologically different ones.
Oh yeah, it gotta be crazy.
I do think it would be a race to see which church riots first. Because
For sure.
I would love to see like Joel Osteen's wife, and she goes to like Atlanta.
But why is it wife swap? Why can't it be like pastor swap at the church?
Yeah, that's true.
Preach. Like the wife swap thing is a lot. For
wife swap.
You gotta
for
handle the
pastor.
family.
That's a lot.
You gotta handle the family. Like
Just
why?
be like you take over one pastor takes over another person's church for a month.
did y'all ever watch Wife Swap?
Nah, I watched a couple and I was
couple,
like, this
yeah.
was a lot. It's a
I
lot.
love that show. Shocking. Those people were crazy.
You got to be crazy to swap your wife out. That's you know.
I like this one from Carissa Draws. Amazing race, but every team is a pair of X's. Everything else stays the same, but there would
that's
just be so
hilarious.
much more juicy drama. Like that would be
That'd be
really funny
great.
to have, or just any like reality competition. But
great.
it's like
that
exes.
should be made. No, that
Throw
should be
X's
made.
in the mix. Throw X's
Yeah.
in the mix.
That
and you
should
gonna
be made.
all right.
I'm not even gonna lie. That should be made.
Do you remember? I'm sorry, I'm back on the first one about the wife swap of pastors. Do you remember back in 2014 there was a reality show called Preachers of LA?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Deidre Hatton was on it,
yeah.
and whatever. That was a wild show. It changed how I viewed those guys. You know what I mean? I
It
don't know
hurt
if y'all
their
watched.
careers too. It hurt
It
their
did,
lives.
right?
Yeah, it was bad.
Like seeing that
The
they weren't
spending,
all
the-
the spending. They weren't all like really about the ministry. Is about the fame
Yeah.
and the money and the whatever. It was
I
like
watched
this.
one episode and I was like, I'm super good.
It was a bad look, man.
It was really
It was
bad
like
look.
Yeah.
that's what maybe when y'all were talking about the wife preacher wife swap, I was thinking of like I kind of don't want to see their houses.
And
I
they
don't want to see their
canceled.
lives.
They canceled it, and all those pastors got in trouble too. Like they all look crazy now.
I literally, I'm listening to the gospel station on the way to church the other day, and they played Deidre Hatton, and it was a good song. It was a good
Yeah.
song. I like his music, but I'm literally remembering him on that show, and I'm going, I know where this music is coming from, and
Yeah.
it's just it doesn't hit.
I know
the
you
same.
were. I know you were breaking out the Henny when you were.
You know what I'm saying? It was like
too
it was
real
just
for TV. That's
It
what it
was.
was. It was too real for TV.
Yeah.
Emily. This is before your time, but it was something. You should look it up. You would like
I
it.
feel like I briefly know what this is, but I don't remember watching it. I need to.
It's called Preachers of LA. It was on like mainstream. You know, I
It
forget
was
what
like the
channel
Home
it was.
Shopping Network.
It was not.
It was like a
But it was
design network.
Magnolia Network?
I feel like it was HGTV. It was like the Design Network or something. I feel like.
No, I think it was like Bravo. I mean, it was
Yeah.
like when Bravo was trying to figure out how to
Yeah.
expand out of just Housewives. I think
Yeah.
it was like Bravo, and they did it. And it was like one season. We're like, nah, this is too crazy. We're done.
Yeah,
You know,
they all had Range Rovers.
I think the hope was to humanize them,
right?
and it did the opposite.
They all were like, "Let's flex as hard as we can. Let's do it. Let's show
it did
people
the
the
opposite.
life." Yeah,
Don't
it's
love
not a
that.
bad stuff.
I do want to mention this one by Ben Stroop, who said a Hard Knocks / Office style reality show, but it follows a preschool. And the reason I think that actually would be really funny is one of my friends texted a picture to our group chat this week of her daughter, who is almost 2 and is in pre-K, and honestly looks like she has been in a baby fight club because
wow.
she has like bruises and
That's
bite
funny.
marks, and like she got in trouble for biting. Like these kids are kind of feral.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're pretty bad. I've heard
Nah, for
nothing
sure.
but bad stories. You know, my kid's
Yeah.
a baby.
Preschool is a different level.
Yeah.
And then like I just can't even imagine like the teachers at the school, like with the things that they could see and tell us.
Yeah,
I'm
it was like
interested in
40
this.
kids and one Jamaican lady. Like, that's really what it is. And I know it sounds bad to say, like, hey, but it just makes more sense to give you context that one Jamaican lady is watching 40 kids. And
No
that's
lie.
just what it is. And she's handling it. She's handling it somehow. She's handling it. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
kind of like it's like Rugrats or Lord of the Flies or whatever. Like the kids are really on their own, making their own social order, their own whatever. The lady just wants to make sure nobody gets hurt. That's all.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
not. She's not
yeah.
trying to.
No lie, my wife told me when Nolan was probably 3 years old, we were looking for a preschool. She walks in and she walks right out because when
Yeah.
she walks in, she sees the lady sitting on the floor with milk running down her head.
Yes.
And she was just like, I'm over this. Like
It'd be like that.
Amithia was like, she saw the lady's face. She was like, she's about to quit today. Like,
I
It
do
was a-
think preschool teachers should be paid about $1 million for handling
For real,
all that.
it's so sad. Pre-K is like all
Yeah,
like minimum
pre-K,
wage
man.
and like they're
We
overworked.
really got to start paying those people more.
And then if you
For
want to
real.
go, it's expensive. Like the one my sister goes to in like the nicest area in Florida. It's like
Yeah.
$1,000 a week. $1,000 a
and,
week.
and the teachers are getting minimum wage. That's the thing. It's like you can't pay them more because the parents can't afford more.
Yeah.
But then it's just like this cycle that needs to be. They subsidize farming. Why can't we subsidize like preschool
Childcare.
education, childcare?
Wow,
So,
yeah.
Anyway,
We'll tackle that problem next week.
Yeah. But until then, I got a good one right here. Mascots. Inside the highly competitive, seriously, world of college mascots. I think this is a great idea. College mascots, like pre-gaming it, talking with the head in his hand. And he's like, got to go out there. I've got this competition, and they fight sometimes with each other. I think it would be a great show to see the mascots.
It was a movie.
Is it?
Called Mascots.
Well, there was a Christopher Guest mockumentary.
I love Christopher Guest, so I will see that. It's one of the best ever.
Oh, you're going to love Mascots.
I love Waiting for Guffman. All those movies, I love them. Best in show. We were talking about this
a few weeks ago. Yeah, Jesse reminded us of it because he had recently watched it.
It's all the same. It's Parker Posey, obviously Christopher Guest.
The best team in the world.
Jim Piddock, Jane Lynch, Fred Willard's in it.
I'm going to watch that tonight. I'm a big...
Jennifer Coolidge is in it. It's all the usual suspects.
What if the show is like tryouts for mascots and you get free college at the end of the show? Like
Can you get anything out of being a mascot or like being on a team?
The college. You can get a scholarship.
You can get a scholarship.
You can get a mask. What I should have did. I'd have got out there and hyped the crowd up for sure.
I had friends at ORU. They were part-time mascots, and they got a partial scholarship.
What's the ORU like?
It's the Eagle, right?
Golden Eagle. Yeah.
Golden Eagle. Every Christian school.
At my college, we only had one mascot, but we also it's not someone in a costume. They are the mascots. So we were the lumberjacks. So it was literally a guy in flannel.
A piece of wood in his face.
Yeah, he had an axe handle, whatever, and then ripped flannel shirt.
So they just paid a large man to walk around with an axe?
Was he burly and a big guy?
Yeah, I mean,
burly?
Did he have a beard?
Yep, beard, burly.
Dang.
Looked like
Grizzly
a lumberjack.
Adams style. That's kind of cool.
I wouldn't have been able to get a scholarship over there because I can't grow a beard.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't like the discrimination against bald people. I really don't.
Because bald is beautiful.
Stop. Bald is beautiful. It has to stop. It really does.
Who discriminates against bald people?
Out here are suffering.
Nobody haven't heard my kids, man.
Bald people are scary, man.
My kids are brutal. Everything is because I'm bald.
They roast you.
It's my mental health is suffering right now.
Wrestlers are bald. Everyone who's scary is bald.
They all have all this beautiful hair. Nolan was born with the hair on his back and a mustache. So he's been frying me since he was a child.
It's your wife's family they get the hair from, so they're good. They're not gonna if your wife if her father has hair, they're good. Man. Does he have hair?
And nobody on both sides of my family has hair. Her father had tons of hair. He had
your
long
kids are
locks.
set. Your kids are set.
They're great. Man, they're locking their hair, braiding it up, doing all kind of different stuff. Yeah, I got
Hold on, though. See, this is the thing is I have a brother, right? And the mom thing, I have my mom's hair. My grandfather, my mom's dad died, full head of jet black hair. Mm-hmm. I have a ton of hair. The hairstylist, it's mad at me because there's so much she has to thin out. Right. And so it's my brother, though, takes after my dad's side and they don't have hair. So it's not necessarily only the mom. It's if there's two brothers, so you got to tell your boys,
oh, wow,
one of y'all's all right.
Oh, I can't wait till one of them go bald. I
can't wait. There's two of you. One is going to have hair.
The torture that I'm about to put these kids through, it's just go ahead and put me in jail now because they're about to be traumatized. If one of them goes bald, all of the trauma they've given me over the past 10 and 12 years.
They're going to roast them.
They better go to Turkey. That's all I got to say.
Oh, man. All right. So that'll do it for last week's feedback. Now, okay, so this is where we normally ask next week's feedback. But guess what, folks? We're not going to. I'm not going to tell you why, but you'll find out on the next show. So you got to tune in, find out why we're not doing feedback next week. So that's it. I'm not going to tell you any reasons. I'm just saying we're not doing a new question.
Wow. Scary. Scary stuff.
We did talk a lot about visual things today, like Derek's head, my mullet, things like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe starting next week, you can participate in those experiences with us.
Okay. I like I'm smelling what you're cooking. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Well, many thanks to Max Lucado for joining us today. Make sure to check out his new book. It's called What Happens Next, and it's available now. Also, make sure to check out Relevant issue 115. The digital magazine is available now. You can read the articles for free at the website. Just click the magazine tab. Or if you want the beautiful digital magazine experience, you can get it with Relevant Plus. You get the magazine, ad-free reading on the website, ad-free podcasts, and a lot more. Also, while you're at the site, make sure to sign up for our newsletter. We send out our best trending content every weekday morning. It's a great way to stay in touch. And make sure to follow us on all the socials. We have some announcements coming next week. Some announcements. You don't want to miss them. And new issues around the corner, too. So make sure to sign up. Stay in the loop. All right. On that note, we'll wrap it. I'm Cameron Strang.
Oh, I'm Derek Miner.
I'm Emily Brown.
I'm Marty.
We will see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Check out our features, interviews, and news updates every day at relevantmagazine.com. And make sure to follow Relevant on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for the latest. For more great podcasts, browse the shows on the Relevant Podcast Network, which you can find at our site. And while you're there, don't miss the all-new era of Relevant Magazine. A new issue releases every other month at relevantmagazine.com.
Y'all leave my savior alone.
Relevant Podcast Network.